Good morning, everybody. It is Friday already. I cannot believe how fast the weeks are going by. So we are on April 9th. My goodness, April 9th. I was waiting a couple minutes that Jimmy might show up. He still might show up, so he said he would, so we'll see. Hopefully he does. And Tony, thank you. Let's see. All right, so today we have 173 homes listed yesterday, which gives us 1,942 available single-family homes, which is a fantastic thing. I don't know when we've had 173 homes listed all at one in one day. I mean, that's I don't know. Maybe we had one where we had 200 once. So this is really cool that we are listing 173. Which yesterday we had under 1,900 available single-family homes. So since 137 of those 173 homes listings were homes, single family, that brings us up to 1,942. So that's good news for everybody. I know that. We had the market snapshot up for March, and we're still around 363, 365 for homes that medium price. And let me just see here if I can find Jimmy. Jimmy. We love Jimmy. Yes, Jimmy and I are starting our class today. So anyway, maybe he'll jump on. Sometimes he's a few minutes late. So thing about today that I want to reiterate, actually I said this earlier in the week, that if you look at what's selling, what is selling is homes that are over just around $1 million and over. So in 2020, for the entire year, we sold 618 homes that were $1 million plus. So that's about 50 a month. Well, this year already we've done three. Good morning, Karen. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Thank you for shouting out there. I love the comments. Then I know I'm not talking to the screen here. Anyway, yeah, so this year's, this was to the end of March. So that's over 115 a month that we're doing, doubling what we did last year already. So it's going to be an exciting year to see how that goes. So Kane and I put our heads together and decided that we would come out with a new campaign because of that. So we'll get to that a little later. Karen, let me just put you up here. Good morning. Good morning. I just love that balloon. You were at a parade or something, I think you said. I don't know. I forget already. Anyway, cool. What else is going on here that's good to note? Well, we're doing 120 sales a day. And like I said, I think that'll probably increase because of the Easter holidays we had at the beginning of the month. Easter came early this year. So I believe that will change. Last year, interesting, in April, we were only doing 78 a day. And I'm sure that's going to go down as the month progresses here and we compare month over month. We've done about 3.3 billion more than last year already. So again, we're just hitting the record numbers. One of the things I did want to say today in regards to our market, I printed it out, maybe I didn't, is the interest rates went down. Freddie Mac said that they went down to 3.13. So they're still bouncing a little bit, just so everybody knows, the sky's not falling. Right? Sky's not falling. All right, so that's that. Some good news that's going on in Vegas is, show my little puppy here. Let's see, what did I find to report to you? The funnel, the Boring Company. So the Boring Company will drive the Tesla vehicles, through the tunnel, turning a 1.5 mile, 15-minute walk on the surface into a trip that only takes a couple minutes. And Tesla vehicles are capable of carrying up to 16 passengers and expected to be used in the system. It hasn't been disclosed yet when those vehicles would be delivered. So, but it's in the works. And just if you don't know, They went down 40 feet below the ground. They went 40 feet below the ground to build this tunnel, and they're calling it the People Mover, and it cost $15.2 million. Good morning, Frank. Good to see you. Good to see you, Frank. Hello, hello, hello. Love that car. And it's going to start at the Las Vegas Convention Hall. So right now the system's designed with 3 stations, one underground near the entrance of the Convention Center Hall, and then 2 above ground at the 2 ends of the system. And paved ramps are in place for the vehicles to climb to the surface for the above ground loading on the east and west ends of the route. And the east station, known as Station 1, is near the entrance to the South Hall, while Station 3 is on the west side, near the West Hall. So there are future projects they have already. Oh, you did? Look, I know, Frank, you know, you are something else. I drove my car down there. That is so cool. That is so cool. Let's keep that up there. I like that. So let me tell you what they say about the future tunnel. Other Boring Company tunnel projects are on the horizon in Las Vegas. District tunnels that would link the Las Vegas Convention Center with the Encore and Resorts World, which that is huge. That's been negotiated by Wynn Resorts and operators of the Encore and the Genting Group. The Genting Group is the group that's building the Resorts World Las Vegas. And in addition, they're negotiating with the city to develop what is being called the Vegas Loop. Listen to this. It's a 15-mile underground transit system with stations at local resorts and attractions. Boring has indicated the cost to ride the Vegas Loop system would be somewhere between the amount it would take to ride a bus and the amount it would cost for an Uber ride. So it's not free, but it's fast. Like traditional ride hauling companies, the cost would be per vehicle and not per person. So, you know, that's very reasonable when you break it down to the vehicle. If they can carry 16 people in one car, that's pretty cool. So the biggest difference between the Vegas Loop and the Convention Center Loop, besides the length, is the Convention Center People Mover will be free because that was contracted by the Las Vegas Convention Center Authority. And the customers can ride the Vegas Loop. It's being built on speculation, with resorts paying for their own stations and riders being charged to be transported. But I don't think that's going to be a problem. You know, I mean, especially in the summertime, right, when it's so hot. So the contract to build the Convention Center Loop was controversial because of Musk's company had never built one for commercial use, and the local system will be the first one to be operated. But the city of Miami has now taken an interest in the system because it's considering a tunnel beneath the Miami River to connect downtown with the Brickell Financial District, and I'm not familiar with Miami. So, but exciting news for us, everybody. There is so much going on in Las Vegas, and it just doesn't seem like anybody is worried about the pandemic anymore. And you know, this continued through the year anyway. So people knew that eventually, you know, things would be back to normal. And we went out to eat the other night, and I think I reported this too, that normally last year, for instance, or 2 years ago, one of the restaurants was doing like 200 covers a night. They call the turnovers covers. And now they're doing like 300 to 350, and they're really busy. So what can I tell you? People have pent up, they've got all this pent up anxiety to get out and about and come to Vegas, which is so wonderful for us. I just love that. What else is going on here? There's a big manufacturing plant that was announced this week for Apex. And it's going to, I don't have the figure yet on how many employees it's going to hire, but all this is such great news for our economy. And it's exciting. It's really exciting. And I have to applaud the mayor of Las Vegas, of North Las Vegas. He, you know, he's been on TV lately, and he's really a proponent of growth. And, you know, he's a great proponent of our democracy. I just really like him. And I think he would be a good governor. That's how much I like him. I think he would be a great governor. I think he really has, you know, being mayor of the city of North Las Vegas, and I know our friend Tom Lacheski has lunch with him occasionally, and Tom's always excited because the mayor is so pro-growth and so pro-Vegas and just pro-Nevada. And I think because he's done so much for this, with talking with other big companies, getting them to come here, he understands our economy, just fantastic, his knowledge. So I was really excited when people were asking him. He says, well, he's thinking about it, so we'll see. But I think that would be fantastic. I think he would make a great governor of our state. So on we go. What is going on here today? Well, a couple new things. Let's put her my little, this is not my dog, but it looks like Bee when she was a puppy. So I like that picture. All right, so I talked earlier about the homes over $1 million and how we're doing over 100 a month of those. So Kane and I put our heads together and we said, we need to come up with a campaign, a different campaign for that. So we created a video. That will, I think I showed you the video yesterday. I showed you this one yesterday of the virtual tour, and how we walk through, we did a video of a virtual tour so that we could boost that. And that's something great to boost. Now we decided, okay, why don't we make some landing pages for the people, the website members, and some videos for our group. So this is this is what we've done so far. I'm going to hide you there for a second, Frank. This is what we've come up with. Now we want it short. Let's see, let me back up here. We want it to be very short. So it's under 20 seconds. And the reason is Facebook, they give you more juice. They put you in front of more people when people watch your video for longer than 3 seconds. But then you don't want it to be too long, okay? Or there's some percentage there that they use. So if they watch it more than 3 seconds and the video is like, I think this one's 19 seconds, the percentage of what they're watching makes Facebook put you in front of more people. And you have to understand, when you boost with Facebook, they want to put you in front of more people. And so and I said this yesterday, I'm going to repeat myself because sometimes I talk fast, and I want to make sure you understand what I'm saying. When you boost or you do advertising with Facebook, their goal is for that ad to be successful. And so what they want to do is they want to put you in front of people that are watching that video. So what they do is because they have all the data, if 100 people watch it, they decide, okay, what's the demographic of those 100 people? Let's go find more people like that and put that video or that boost in front of those demographics so that more people engage with it, watch, so on and so forth. So Facebook, with its new platform that came online last September, has the ability to do these things like it never had before. I mean, it had its own system before, but this is off the charts what they're doing this year. So let's just watch this for a second. Okay, so that's it. And very short, very sweet. And the whole thing is that people want lists of homes. So what Kane is working on, so we have the video done. We're probably going to do a little tweaks here or there. I've noticed some things I want to change, but nothing drastic. But it's short and sweet. It shows animals, like the puppies and then the monkey and then the dog here. And so it's going to attract attention, which is what we want to do. If you want people to take what you have to give them, you have to get their attention first. So we've tested this video out in a couple months ago for, let's see, let me think here. I think it was Cyber Monday. We made it a Cyber Monday video, and it got a lot of action. And so now we're going to turn it into, do you want a list of a $100,000 home? Do you want a list of a $200,000 home? You want a list of $300,000 homes, all the way up to 900 and then over. We'll get to the over 900. So this will get people's attention. And so we're going to put it into a landing page. So if you have the Agent Formula website, you can use this landing page for LinkedIn, social, for all your social media platforms that you're on. The other thing I want to mention is 18 seconds long, so it'll be perfect for stories too. So if you're doing Facebook stories, which is a huge, huge piece of real estate on social media, you can use this video and get people, and if you advertise it, because when you advertise on stories, they don't go away in 24 hours. The other thing is, once you do that, they can swipe up, click, and you just tell them, swipe up to go get the list. And then you send them to that link that goes to the page where they get the list. I mean, that's what we're working on. So I think that will be really, really helpful. And we were trying to get it done by April 1st, but lots of things have happened. I've had some tragedies in our company. Nikki's father passed away, and other people have had some issues, and life. But we're getting there. It'll be done in a few days. Kane is he's working fast and furiously on it. So I hope everybody likes it. I think it's going to be really cool. Especially, we're going to show you how you use it in stories, how you do the whole thing. We'll show you all that. And I'm really excited about this campaign. Let me just play it here one more time. It's funny. Let's see. I need to, whoops. Hold on, I need to take that. Oh, it did. Okay. It's funny because I know Kane's not finished with it. When I get to the office, he's going to say, Ruth, what are you showing that for? I'm not done with it yet. But anyway, I was excited about it, and I had to share it because I think it's going to be a great tool for LinkedIn, for stories, and for boosting and for advertising. So it's going to just be super duper for you all to get more business. And then when you couple it with this, we're going to do a whole campaign about this. So exciting. We're going to integrate these things. So very exciting. I don't know. I love it when we do things for everybody. And if you don't think that this stuff works, think again, it does. And if you're doing ads and they're not working, it's not the system. It's the operator, as they say. Gary Vee, he's very, we're straight to the point. If your ads aren't working, it's not Facebook, it's the ad. And that's why I was talking about yesterday. Make sure that you do your daily, look at your analytics daily, and weekly and monthly, and see what's working. And if something isn't working and you're using a video, change it out for a carousel of photos, or change it out for an image that's like a little dog. People want to see what, that little dog gets a lot of attention. And so did the dog with the mask, if you remember. My goodness, that thing went off the charts. So yesterday, I'm going to segue here. I got just a few more minutes. We left yesterday. We talked about living by referral, and I got through 5 pages of my notes. I know. So we went over calls. We went over the Mayor Campaign dialogue. Oh, by the way, if you were looking to buy or sell a home, or had a family member or friend who was, do you have a realtor who you would refer them to? But okay, so you use that, and you will generate immediate referrals. We went over that yesterday. And then I posted this in the group because there's 3 different kinds of responses that you might get, and you want to know how to respond to each one of those responses. So if someone says no, or someone says yes, I'll refer you, or someone says yes, I have someone I refer. So those are the 3 responses that people usually get. The immediate yes, I would love to refer you. The immediate no, I don't have anyone. Not no, I don't need anyone. And then yes, I have someone. So I posted this in the group, how you respond to those. And then the important thing is your current clients, you want to educate them on how our industry works. And a lot of people don't know that. And here's one thing that they said to say. I devote myself to the needs of my clients before, during, and after each transaction. And all I ask is, while I'm working for you, I would like you to refer me to people of comparable quality to yourself. Now, I don't know if I would say that. That's not me. I wouldn't say it. I would probably say, I would like you to refer me to your friends who are thinking of the type of service I provide and who would appreciate the same level of attention. So what you have to do is you have to modify this for yourself. I don't really like that people of comparable quality. I don't know. It just doesn't sit right with me. And then you can also say, most people spend the majority of their time and resources prospecting for new business, things like cold calling, door knocking, advertising, and direct mail. But I like to work by referral. So if you know someone, and that's how I would kind of segue into that. And then you can say, you see, as long as you and my other clients keep referring me, I don't have to go out prospecting like everyone else, and I can do an even better job working for you. And I don't like that either. So I'm just telling you my opinion of the recommendations. I would probably say, I love working by referral because I can spend more time working with the people that are referring me and people and my current clients. So I would say something more along those lines. I like to put more of a positive spin on things than, this is to me sometimes a little dry. And I know Buffini can't do everything, right? So whoever he had write this is, I don't know. I don't know if they've been in our business as long as we all have, or, I mean, our market moves pretty fast. So I don't necessarily like that. You see, as long as you and my other clients keep referring me, I don't have to go out prospecting like everyone else says. To me, that's a little bit hedonistic, and I don't care for that. So I would say it a different way. So today they have some tips and tricks. Start to memorize the mayor campaign by writing it out 3 to 6 times. And I think I might have briefly went over this yesterday at the end of the show, but I probably talked a million miles an hour because I was running out of time. Anyway, write it down. 3 to 6 times, write it down. And it's, it's not easy. It's not an easy sentence. I mean, it really isn't. Especially because it's to me, it borders on the grammar of the word was. Let's see. Hang on with me, folks. So, oh, by the way, if you were looking to buy or sell a home, or had a friend or family member who was, I don't know, just, I always say, not had, I don't like to put things in the past either. I would say, or have a friend or family member who's looking, I would, instead of who was. Do you have a realtor you would refer them to? So, anyway, I twist it my own way so that it's more me. And so you need to do that too. So anyway, when you write it down 3 to 6 times, write down the way you want to say it. And then if you're afraid of using this dialogue, start by using the mayor campaign dialogue with the people you're most confident will give you a positive response. So, like Frank, you and I can role play, or me and Karen, or, we're having Buffini today. I think we have a lot of people signed up, so that's really good. And we'll practice this. And I love the class environment when we can just kind of practice it with each other. And then everybody can see what everybody else does. And like I was saying yesterday, Claudia it just rolls off her tongue, some of the other people, they struggle with it a little bit. I struggle with saying it exactly like he says it, because I think I don't like saying things about the past, was and had. I don't like those words. So anyway, but you just practice it and get people to see if the way you've changed it has the same message. Now, Aaron Taylor says it verbatim. He's of course, I don't know how many times a day he says it, probably at least 50, because he makes 50 phone calls a day. And I think I've told you that some of his clients say, wait a minute, Aaron, let me say it. Then they say his little referral dialogue. So he said it so many times. And that's really cool that they know that Aaron wants referrals. They get it. All right. If you're afraid of using this dialogue, use it with people you're most confident will give you a positive response, past clients and your spouse. So that is a tip. And when you meet a person, who you would like to deepen your professional relationship with and serve, ask them the mirror campaign question to open up a conversation on how you would like to serve them. And then ask your coach or your family member to practice the dialogue with you. And we do that in class as well. We practice it on each other. So there is no safer place to become excellent than with people that know, like, and trust you, right? Because they're going to give you positive feedback or constructive criticism, whichever. You want to make it a game for yourself and pay your fund $1 every time you use this dialogue. So Aaron would be putting $50 in his fund every day. Memorize the big 3 dialogue and the referral dialogue below as a way to link the dialogues and become a stronger communicator. And, that's really important. Vegas is going to continue to grow. We're seeing the manufacturing is going to probably explode in Apex over the next couple of years, bringing more and more people here that are not in the hospitality sector, which is now our biggest industry. And over time, we are adding more and more industries, and manufacturing is huge. And manufacturing will bring more people here. And millennials are starting to buy. People in California continue to move here. One of the things that reminds me, one of the things I wanted to see if I have it. Hang on, everybody. I want to just show you one thing, and then we'll move on till, let's see if I can find it. Hang on. So many things. Zillow, there was an art, I know what it was. There's an article in Zillow that Zillow put out, and I think it was in the Housing Wire. I don't know if you all get the Housing Wire, but Zillow, oh dear, here it is. I have it. Let's see. I just have to put it up on the screen. I want to show you what Zillow has to say, and this just came out yesterday, so it's not old news. Hang on, let me get my things here. Oh, where is it? I think I have it, everybody. Well, that's the mortgage. So let's see what I did with Zillow. Hang on, I'll get it. Here it is. Let me save it, and then we'll bring it up. Yeah, Zillow has all the data, so it says it's there. Okay, gonna go back. Thanks for hanging in here with me. Oh, here it is. Got it. Okay, so let's put this up on the screen. So Zillow is saying, how their survey showed 1 in 10 Americans moving in the past 12 months. Yeah, we kind of know that, either by choice or by circumstances regarding strength. And Zillow researchers say millions of additional households will enter the market this year. That's huge. And among the surveyed movers, 75% reported moving for positive reasons. And that's what I was just saying about Vegas. People are going to move here for positive reasons. And it could be to be closer to family and friends, living in a desired part of the country, and or jobs. Now, they failed to mention that, but Zillow's not as smart as we are they? So there's a major cause of reshuffling as work from home becomes a national norm, and that's why a lot of people can move here from the from tech places, that are very expensive, like San Jose and places in California, which we'll get to in a second. So then there's so that great reshuffling because of working from home, as long as people have great internet connections, and of course we have great internet connections here. So-called secondary cities. So in fact, there have been seen a massive influx of movers looking to take advantage of bigger homes, larger lots for a fraction of the price they would pay in a metro area. So specifically, housing markets like Portland, Maine, Bay City, Michigan, Pueblo, Colorado, and a slew of zip codes in Idaho have become popular mover destinations since the onset of COVID. In addition, Zillow reported an uptick in movers to the south. Now, that's the southern part of the United States, not just, the southeast. So they're talking about Sunbelt cities like Phoenix, and we're included in that. They don't say that, but we are. Charlotte, North Carolina, Austin. And so if people are moving to those places, it would be a good idea to target market some of those places if you're looking for referrals on LinkedIn. So inversely, data from Zillow showed for sale inventory climbing the highest in 4 major real estate markets. Okay, so what they're saying is inventory is increasing in Los Angeles. It's increasing in Chicago. It's increasing in San Francisco. It's increasing in New York. So you might want to target market those areas with our new campaign to get a list of homes. So we couple, we're going to have 100,000, 200,000, all the way up to over 1 million. So we'll have about 11 videos, and you can, I would target 11 of them to Los Angeles, 11 of them to Chicago, San Francisco, and New York, and people will want a list of those homes, and then you can start, that's heavy duty target marketing, because first of all, you're doing the price, which you can't do demographically anymore. Remember, we were talking about that. So now we're giving you the ability to demographic it. And with a little bit of luck, Zillow won't shut us down for discrimination. We'll see. I don't think they will, but we're just giving them a list of homes for that price range. So I think we kind of went around a little bit, the circle. We'll hope. Well, we'll hope so. If not, we might do a generic one too. If you want a list of homes, we can say, click here and pick a list. Because they're going to go to your website for the list, for the right on the available homes search portion of your website for that price range. So anyway, what else are they saying? More affordable medium-sized metro areas across the Sun Belt saw significantly more people coming than going. Correct. Yes, people are moving here. That's why we don't have any inventory, especially from more expensive, larger cities farther north and on the coast. I don't know. These guys forget Las Vegas. I don't know why. Senior economists said the pandemic has catalyzed purchases by millennial first-time homebuyers, many of whom can work now from anywhere. And that's true. That's true. But we know people are moving here. We have a clean new city. It is new. It is new compared to the other cities. And it keeps growing, and we keep getting new home communities. We keep getting jobs, and we're in the entertainment capital of the world, which I love. I love. And then we're going to have the people mover. All these things are so exciting. Anyway, it's an exciting Friday, everybody. Hope you have a great weekend. We're going to have our class today. It's not too late to sign up if you haven't. You can still come. Let me put this on the real quick. Oh, did I do it? Did I do it yesterday? Probably not. There it is. I did. 100 Days of Greatness. Okay, you can still sign up. You can come into class if you just want to come in for the first class and see if you want to, put your money down for the rest of the classes. We're open to that too. We want to change your life and get you on the track that you want to be on to accomplish the goals that you want to accomplish. That's our mission. And we will see you soon. Love you all. Bye. Oh, tomorrow, forgot. We are having a reverse mortgage expert on the 9 o'clock show tomorrow. So Marketing Max is going to be interviewing 2 people, one who refis mortgages into reverse mortgages, and then people who want to buy a home using a reverse mortgage. So it's all exciting stuff, something else that you can put in your bailiwick that you know about. Love you all. Talk to you later. Bye.